Oh yeah. O O O M G. Let's get it! Yo! No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no doubt. No Diddy! OMG. Diddy, 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 diddy. Diddy as another ex-employee is claiming that they set up the baby oil again and set up the whole hotel. But the kicker part, ladies and gentlemen, this employee says this happened way before Cassie, between 2000 and what was it, 4 and 6, before Cassie. Anyway, and 50 Cent and Suge Knight were named again in this. Well, Suge twice, Suge 2 or 3 times in this damn thing. That lets you know that it wasn't even East and West. It was Death Row Bad Boy beef was real. Um, um, and guess who we got in the chat, ladies and gentlemen? We got Lois Cox up in the building. Lois Cox out of Jersey City, yeah. New Jersey, stand up. What's up, Lois Cox? Good morning. She said, good morning, Don in chat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and all that good stuff. I am your host with the most, God, Lazy TV. And if you can, everybody put the thumbs up for me, for me. That means like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, boom, make sure it says and share me out on all your social media platforms. The host with the most, you feel me? From the West Coast, hey, it's Don Easy TV coming through 3D. Hey, I heard Cassie went into labor yesterday. I had pulled up that article too. Let me pull out the article, Lois Cox. Since you brought it up first, we got a lot to cover, but I had that. That's a coincidence. I didn't even see your comment, but I had that article just in case. Boom, just in case. I didn't. I ran out of things to say, but since you brought it up, according to TMZ, Cassie at the hospital in labor unit. That's is what they're saying. Let's read the article. Let's read the article. What does the article say, baby? Cassie Ventura is trading courtrooms for the hospital. Damn, I can't. Maybe about to go in labor. Our sources tell Cassie was rushed to a New York hospital Tuesday, and she is in labor in the delivery unit. Woo! But we'll see, we'll see, we'll see. And then it reads more. It reads more hardcore. Cassie eventually testified. Da, 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 da. She showed up to the court for 4 straight days. We know all that, but I wanted to get into more what they was talking about real quick, real quick, real quick, real on the quick. We already said, seen that. She had a bump. We know that. She testified for 8 months. She was in her third. Okay, cool. So, okay, so yeah. So they said she might be in labor. Just to sum it up, she might be in labor. It was smart from her not to get on that airplane to, that turbulence. I don't know what that has effect on the baby or turbulence, on the airplane. But anyway, let's say she was in labor. You know what I'm saying? Let's hope she has a successful delivery. Um, but anyway, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Suge Knight and 50 Cent name dropped again. Well, just 50. I mean, Suge again, man. This lets you know this East West stuff was real, bro. I mean, not even East West. It was more Death Row and Bad Boy. beef was out of control, bro. Damn, where is the article? Now I can't find the damn article I want to read. Where's it at? Where's it at? Here. Damn. Where's that at? I just seen it earlier. Oh man. Damn, I got so many damn pictures. Let me see. I thought I had the damn article. But anyway, I got video to back it up. Anyway, to back it up anyway. I wanted the picture though of them in 50. Damn, why did I not take a picture of that? I thought I took a picture of it. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. Damn, I thought I took a picture. This is not it. But this is one of them. But anyway. This is one of them. Suge Knight ex employee feared for her life. So this is not the one. I took a picture with 50, an article with 50 and all them together. But you know me, I always got my backup. You know me, I got a direct you know me. I got a direct person in court, no other than R. Elizabeth Milner. Elizabeth Milner. She talks about this Suge and Diddy encounter, at Central Park at her first date. She had so many different time periods with Diddy that it's kind of weird in a way. Like, why would she keep going back? But we're going to get to that getting back stuff in a minute. Let's hear what crime reporter, law and crime reporter Elizabeth Milner says about the Suge Knight situation. And here we go. Bingo. Fair use.
My understanding is that she starts her testimony by telling the jury that right from day one of her employment, Combs threatened her life.
Damn.
And I think this has something to do with because she had worked for Suge Knight in the past.
Wow.
Who's a big rival, by the way, Diddy, if anybody doesn't know.
I know, people don't know.
That's a red flag, though. Before I even go into that, ain't that like a red flag for both parties? And there's no shot at her, but it's kind of weird. Like, you used to work for Suge and Death Row, and you knew there was this bad boy in Death Row beef. So after Suge gets locked up and you can't work no more, that tell you how grimy the music business is, man, and how badly people really want to be into it. Like, why would you go and be with the ops now? Now you want to work for the ops. So Diddy was kind of apprehensive of her, and he took her to Central Park. Listen to this. That going back and forth, I gotta be real, is weird. Now, they didn't even have no damn actual relationship or that I know of in the testimony. But anyway, fair use.
Rivalry, how it started between Diddy and Suge Knight. It's like you're living under a rock, essentially. But I thought it was interesting, just Capricorn Clark's connection.
Yeah, listen to this.
And that she said that Suge Knight is the father of her best friend's children. Now,
wow. Suge Knight is the father of her best friend's children. That's even like, that's weird, right? And now that I, woke up and slept on it, that's messy as hell. I wouldn't have. Why did Diddy would even trust her off top? Like, and why would she trust him off top? They had a weird relationship off top, off the dribble. This was back in 2004. Man, we let her talk. 2004, she went to Central Park with Diddy and Uncle Paulie, one of the security, Paul Albert or something like that. Fair use. Listen to this. Wow, that's just weird, right, y'all? Like, that's weird as hell. I'm sorry.
While she was testifying today, but she did reveal that she had previously signed with Death Row way before she had worked.
And to answer your question real quick, I'm sorry. To answer your question real quick, Lois Cox, why she kept going back, her excuse according to different sources is that she felt like Diddy blackballed her and she couldn't get back into the business. I don't know, man. Like, and the business is hard to get in, man. If you don't have no connections, because I can just speak from my own experience. You know what I'm saying? Being in the music business for about 2 or 3 years under Skilo, which was a little bit tall, wish it was a baller. Anyway, I remember me and Ski,
when they went overseas, I couldn't go because I had a job and I was taking off too much, and they threatened me on my job if I left, so I couldn't go to overseas. So it was like a few years, like 4 or 5 years, I didn't talk to Ski or nothing, man. And then I felt like I didn't have no more connections, so I had to go get back cool with him. And then he had another album coming out, and I was in the next video and all that, in a new video. So you feel like at one point you don't have no, it's not that many connections in the music business, bro. So when the connections you have, you gotta kind of keep it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But not to the extent she kept going back. It's kind of weird. Both how their relationship started was weird. Listen to this. Shout out to Charlie. Hi, I'm new. What's the channel about? It's about this Diddy trial so far in trending topics. But right now it's the Diddy trial, because the Diddy trial is popping. Diddy was the biggest dude, one of the biggest gatekeepers in the damn music industry. And this is going down in the history books. Cassie is not innocent. She's not GIK. Don Dada, what up? What up, Don Dada? What up, Charlie? All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's let her cook. This is crazy. This dynamic of both of them are toxic in this situation.
Was hired at Bad Boy. Of course, Diddy was going to have a conversation with her, and the conversation, according to Capricorn Clark, was pretty tense from what she had described. So she said this conversation that they had was just on her first day of the job.
Thank you, Charlie.
As a personal assistant. So this was around the 2004 time frame, and she said on that first day that she, Diddy, and one of Diddy's security guards,
listen to this,
Albert, who we have known about for a while now, he's actually referred to by other witnesses as Uncle Paulie.
Uncle Paulie.
Capricorn Clark and Uncle
Fair
Paulie
use.
all went to Central Park, and Central Park's a great place, right?
Central Park. Listen to this.
Had at Central Park, not a great place, or not coming from a great place, according to Capricorn Clark's testimony.
Fair use.
So she had explained that she went over to the park and that she was kind of describing Uncle Paulie's demeanor as menacing, and she even described him kind of as a linebacker when describing just the size of him.
And his drawing of her is horrible, dog. She don't look nothing like that. Who's the drawer of her? They made her look like she was 60 years old in this drawing. That lady looked like she about like 40 or in her 50s, 40 or 50 years old, bro. Like, she probably younger than that, but she ain't no damn 60 years old. They made her look old as hell. Anyway, I'm sorry. Here we go.
Around this time that Diddy had told her that he would have her killed if she had anything to do with Suge Knight. And
wow. So he told her on the first meeting, you heard it from yourself from an independent source that was there, that he would have her killed. What would make you want to work with someone and they just automatically put the fear in you right then and there? That's a bad, that's a toxic relationship off the top. But I'm hearing she grew up kind of rough, you know what I'm saying? And didn't have she, I guess, ran away when she was like 15. So it's a lot of mental stuff going on with her, bro. Like, I like her testimony because it corroborates that she set up the rooms and stuff. We gonna get into that in a minute. But we got to get to the beginning of this. Like, it's weird, bro. Like, I got to keep it real. Like, her and Diddy relationship was toxic off top. You go to Central Park. You think if you ever been in New York, that's like one of the first places you go as a tourist when you first land. You want to go to Central Park. You feel me? You want to go to Central Park and, see the live entertainment, breathe the fresh air, see the horses and carriages walking past, and like for me as a single man, seeing the fine women. Woo! It's some baddies at the damn Central Park. Oh my God! I have seen some fine ass women at all colors, all nationalities. So why would you, man? And he take her to Central Park, so you thinking, I'm going to Central Park to, talk some business and breathe in New York ambiance and stuff. Wrong. Hey, you used to work for Suge, right? If you ever cross me, I'm paraphrasing what Diddy told her, I'll kill you. I'll delete you. Sorry. Wow. Woo! Let me go to y'all comment. What y'all talking about? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Terry S. Shout out to Andrew. What's up, Andrew? He said, what's up with ya? Chilling on this Diddy baby oil stuff. We gonna get to that at the end, but let's just get to the stuff. I wish I could have gone to one of his freak offs. Damn. You a nasty boy. Boy, you nasty, Terry Yates. Not me, because allegedly he gonna grab them he gonna give you a drink. Here, playboy. Here, Terry. Drink this, Terry. Doop, doop, doop. Drink this. Woo! You gonna start acting crazy. I'm feeling dizzy. Next thing you know, your butt in your air, and I'm sorry, y'all. I had to put some comedy in. Don Dada! He said, crazy, right. Personal protection says, what's up, man? Let me sit down for a second. I'm starting getting on my knees. What I'm getting on my knees for? This is no Diddy. What's up, man? Tapping in with the Playboy from Rancho Cucamonga all the way to Van Nuys player this morning. What's up, big dog? What's up, personal protection in the building? Diddy's in the building, put his fist up. The wannabe or real Diddy, I'm not sure. Yeah, Charlie, it's weird, man. They whole dynamic from the beginning was weird. And she'll leave him, come back. She'll complain about her overtime and went to HR and she was owed $80K, but you still went back working for the dude. This is the same person that was alleged kidnapped by her. I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot, y'all. It's a lot with her testimony. But she was boo-hooing, crying. They said 70% of her testimony. Relax and move out the way, bro. Relax and rain. I can't read it. Don, factual, actual. You feel me? Is it a collaborate or not collaborate? Yeah, man. Hey, be careful. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Be careful of that baby oil, man. Do not put that baby oil on you. Don Dada laughing at me. Ronald McKay. Suge Knight is in jailhouse wife. Is a jailhouse wife. He knows all the calls are recorded. What the F? Yeah, hey man. Suge, man, Suge trying to get out that prison, man. Suge tired of being in there. He act like he cool. Suge would show up the Diddy trial if they would subpoena him in a heartbeat. I bet you Suge will pop up quick, man. The fine, right, Charlie? If you know anything about Central Park, oh my God, there's some fine women at Central Park. Oh my God. Roots, hey boss, can I work for you? Nah, I'm good, man. I don't need no workers right now. Central Park. Let me see. What did you say? Charlie said Central Park. Go get the huzz. I got my subscription on that G. Shout out to Don Dollar. What's up, Q Perk? Q Perk out of Oakland, baby. Cali, yeah. Lois Cox says they speaking to each other. Ronald from McDonald's, send Caucasians back to the Caucasus by 2025. I don't approve of that message. I don't lump everybody all in one group. Everybody got some griminess. We all got some griminess in us. I want to pack some brothers too, man. That ain't right for our community. We can ship them off too, man. That ain't giving us no love. Anyway, read the chat. Ronald McKay, you can join him in the Doc back shot. Hey, Miss Cox been busy with life. I heard that. Jihad, I ordered a Subway sandwich yesterday with extra baby oil on it. Ugh. Chill. No, you put some Diddy sauce on it, Devin, Jihad, you wild, right? He wild, man. Some wild comments in here. Disorderly conduct. Diddy will be released. Hey, you put up a witness like this that it's the testimony. I'm glad that she collaborates, setting up the room, but the other stuff is good. You could tell off top they had a toxic relationship. This man tells you if you deal with Suge again, he will delete you. Why would you work for him off top? Like, That's just weird. I'm sorry. Let me hear what else homegirl got to say real quick. The homegirl Elizabeth. Let's see real quick, one quick. Since you brought
kind
up
of a
something.
moment in the courtroom where a lot of people were just like, "Oh my God, what?" Because
Right.
you're seeing Diddy inside that courtroom. He's very toned down. He looks kind of like he kind of looks like a Huxtable, maybe possibly a Mr. Rogers, where he's just in a sweater,
Damn.
undershirt. He's just wearing slacks. Like he's not the Diddy that we've seen on red carpets.
I want to get to the meat and potatoes, baby. Come on.
Media. So he looks toned down inside the courtroom. So to hear that he had allegedly wanted her killed because she had had
Oh, that's why she get into
relationship with Suge Knight, it was kind of just like a oh my goodness moment a little bit, because this was kind of the first time we were hearing about this. But according to Capricorn Clark, when this alleged threat was being made, that Diddy appeared very calm.
Very calm. Remember that? Very calm. Diddy, man. Remember, that's the same thing Kid Cudi said when Diddy asked Diddy about, hey, what about my vehicle? What vehicle? Just calm. Didn't even say, wasn't even turned up. What vehicle? Diddy a cold one, dude. Allegedly, hold up.
This, and again, Uncle Paulie was calm, and Capricorn Clark has said Uncle Paulie didn't say anything when Diddy had allegedly made this threat. Instead, Uncle Paulie remained calm. He was stoic. But Capricorn responded to the threat saying, "We'll have to see." And Capricorn admitted while she was on the stand that
that's toxic. That's a toxic answer. We'll have to see if the man said if you mess with him, you will delete me. We'll have to see. What does that mean? So they had a toxic relationship off top, work relationship, whatever. And I think Diddy does that on purpose. This is just a theory. I think Diddy tests you and see if you can take it, and if you can keep taking it, he gonna keep dishing it at you until you break. But if he feel like you gonna take it, take that. His real That's a real saying of one of his songs. Take that, take that. He want to see how much you can take it, and if you can keep taking it, he just gonna keep piling on you. And if you go against him, you're out of here. He wants yes people around him, according to all the testimony so much, of different people that work for him. Like, damn, man, he just pushes you, man, and see if he can punk you. If he can punk you, basically what I'm trying to say, if Diddy can punk you, he gonna keep you hired. That just according to all the employees and the alleged victims. If he can keep pushing, if he feel like he can keep taking advantage of you, he gonna keep spinning that rope. How long? How long you gonna break? Fair use. Let me see, and I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Hold up.
She should have been more transparent. Hindsight's always 2020, but she said she should have been more transparent just about the overall relationship with Suge Knight.
You should you would think you should have been more transparent. Like, what the heck, man? I would not have worked for Diddy if I worked for Suge. That's weird off top.
Suge Knight and Diddy go way back, and not in necessarily a good way either. They started off as kind of colleagues in a way, or at least cordial from my understanding of it, and then things escalated. Obviously, Suge Knight used to kind of be on the West Coast side with Death Row, whereas Biggie and even Diddy represented the East Coast side, and that was Bad Boy, of course.
Fair use.
And so then while we were inside the gallery and while we were inside the courtroom, we see a bunch of exhibit photos. And the exhibit photos are photos we've seen before. They were photos of D-Rock. D-Rock was a good friend of
Okay, we're going to get into all that in a minute.
Clark, and this is something that
all right, hold up. So she was a part of both notorious record labels. Like, that's toxic off top. I don't know why Diddy would have trusted her. I would have thought she was a spy off top. Like, so he toxic as hell, man. He toxic. That tell you the mindset of him. Why would you trust her? That tell you Diddy felt like it was a challenge for Diddy, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Can I turn her ass?
Like, can I turn her out? Why else would you want her around? Like, she is a part. She was your ops. She worked for your ops. That tell you the mindset of him. Like, why would you even? That tell you how toxic he is, man. That tell you the mindset. Like, he think he can turn people out. It's a challenge. It feels good for him if he can feel like he can turn people out. You know what I mean? All right, let me read y'all comment. Y'all typing away. Shout out to y'all, man. A victim asking to return to a job. This is just the facts, by the way, stating this. They state a victim asking to return to a job and doesn't erase kidnapping claim, trauma, fear, and power dynamics can lead to a complex behavior. Don't confuse survival instincts with consent. Hey man, I can't even I can't even debate like now with the Cassie one. Okay, they had a relationship. She turned her. I can see the theory of it. Okay, he gave the illicit drugs allegedly. Her first time experiencing drugs, first time experiencing a high value man, experiencing getting abused. Okay, I can see her going back and being. But this one is weird, bro. I'm sorry. It started off weird and it's just weird. But they both in compliance of the weirdness. Like it's not just her. He weird too. It's like he get off on just on toxicity. Like he love it. Like he think he can just make anything he wants. Remember he said, anything I want, I can get it. I'm a savage. Like he really believed like he can change people, bro. Like and make him a Diddy soldier. Like, and he has done it many times to where he like, I can turn out anybody, bro. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Lois Scott said for sure. Yeah, Suge got like 9 more years to try to get up for parole, so he won't be in there too long, or maybe less. You know, Shona, how can I donate? Yes, you can. You can donate to Charlie. You can donate to this right here. Let me put my damn cash app in here to anybody in here. This is my. I'm gonna put in my. Type in this in your cash app. This is my cash app. Damn it! Any of y'all feel generous to send your brother some dough? Don't be afraid. There it is, right there, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, um, poet Cassie almost as guilty as Diddy in a sense, you right, poet. But the thing is, she flipped on Diddy. I think that yes, she's a victim, but yes, I believe, like you said, but she's more of a co-conspirator, and I think the prosecutors flipped her and made her testify against him, and because she had so much receipts, so she was down with the stuff. I'm not gonna leave her out, but I think she was coerced under drug rugs, under having being stuck to him, being stuck him to a record label, being turned out with the abuse, being basically pimped out. You know what I'm saying? At a young age, 17-year difference. That's a big difference, man. And somebody trying to come into business new, it's tough to get connections in this music business, man. It's tough. I never found another connection after Skilo. I never had. I was trying to make connections, making calls, just trying sending out tapes. It's hard to get into business, man, unless you gonna get on that casting couch, and I refuse allegedly to get on that casting couch. The casting couch is real, y'all, and all the humiliation that all these people saying Diddy allegedly did, it happens. I'm not saying it all. He did it all, but it's not surprising to me him punking people. We seen how he did in making the band. It was live in front of our face when he made them little kids walk all the way from downtown Manhattan. I mean Manhattan, whatever, all the way to Brooklyn. That's not man walking to get some damn cheesecake, and then told them if you want it, you can leave. But if you want to stay, walk this way. That would have pissed me off right there. I ain't if you giving me orders to walk, yeah, I'd have been like, I'm gone. Give me my ticket. I'm out of here. You know what I'm saying? That's why I couldn't be. You can only talk. I'll take certain orders. You know what I'm saying? But I can be a soldier. But nah. Sean Blazington better. KS. I don't know who you're talking about. IDRK. Bro, what? What's that? What's up, IDRK? I'm sorry, y'all. Free Diddy LOL. He said, jump. Personal checking. You think Charleston White would make a good tacting podcast? I don't even anything regarding Charleston White, man. I don't even. He told y'all. Charleston told y'all that he became this character because it made money. He told y'all he was trying to be conscious, and now that he said that, nothing he says to me, I don't even listen. It's just content. He don't care. It's all about money. Anyway, that's enough about Charleston. So anything about him, I don't even listen to, bro. Like it goes in one ear, out the other. He's here to troll, and if anything to make money, he will troll. Charlie, what about Drake? It's a lot about Drake. I don't know what you're leading to. Andrew, if my boss threatens my life, I'm gonna just facts. Yeah. Yeah. Man, you threaten my life on my first day of work. I'm cool. Michael Maribel, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm behind y'all comments. A lot of people are being sarcastic. They know Diddy is done. Then all the dominoes will start to fall. Everyone is going down. Everyone, yeah. Once Diddy go down, they gonna start. Right? What's up, Michael Maribel? Right. Once Diddy goes down, everybody gonna go down, bro. Like it's real, bro. Like if they get him, they got a list of people they about to get, bro. So be scared. If you ever flew out women in exchange for to smash for prasa, you should be shaking in your boots because the feds is right now talking to one of your past booze. You should be shaking in your boots. If Diddy gets convicted, yeah, they gonna show them, they gonna pull up all them flight records. Ooh, and they can flip, even if it was consensual. You cannot pay and go cross states. That's the one he gonna get caught up in, y'all. So Suge wasn't part of the West Coast. Lamo 19. Of course he was. He was he was the West Coast. You feel me? But the thing was, not everybody was beefing. Not everybody from the west and east was beefing. Like for instance, Skilo, we from the west coast. Well, I'm from the west coast. Ski represents the west coast, but I say he's from there, even though he's from Chicago. I'll say he's from. We ain't like that from LA. If you wasn't born in LA, you're not from LA or Cali or whatever. We not like that and from Cali. If you come here, you give us 10 years. You from here, you know what I'm saying? We acclaim you. We not like other cities. If you ain't born here, you ain't from here. We don't do that out here in Cali. We know everybody come here because the weather's bomb, good sceneries, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful women, beautiful trees. Anyway, um, so the beef wasn't what. So for instance, like for us, when we went to the East Coast, we didn't have that problem. The East Coast problem at that time, it wasn't all East Coast people. That's when I knew it wasn't. When I went there, I knew it wasn't a East West thing. It was certain radio stations. It was certain publications that didn't like gangster rap no more. You know what I'm saying? Gangster rap was getting, no disrespect, and I'm from the West Coast, but it was getting oversaturated. Every time it's a new gangster, it was getting oversaturated, and some of them wasn't that good. Let's just keep it real. They was just that ABC flow. One, two. I walked down the street and then I pulled out my heat. You know, that type of slow flow. It was just getting oversaturated. We had dope rappers, but then it was just too many whack ones. And they was just it was just getting oversaturated. So you get someone like us, the ski. Well, I was just a hype man for Skilo. Get someone like Skilo. I wish I was a little bit taller. Something pop different. You know what I'm saying? They loved us in New York, man. I'm gonna just keep it real. They gave us love, the women, everything, all the women of New York. And that's when I knew it wasn't. It was a stereo. New York is just like any other big city. Not everybody agrees to one style of music, and I thought everybody. I was brainwashed. I thought everybody was just a Nas, Biggie, and like underground Wu Tang fans, and that's not the case. I seen the '95 South Boys in Harlem back in the '90s get a standing ovation. You know what I'm saying? That's when I knew it's all about if who people, if they just block you or they don't like you. It ain't about no east, west, none of that. It was just the media portrayed it. Yes, it was a little beef, but it wasn't no, it was mostly bad boy death row, man. And then the media, then everybody start making it an issue, but initially it wasn't really a big thing. Only thing people was beefing for, the main beef, West Coast gangster rappers was mad that they records wasn't getting played on the East. And the East was just tired of gangster rap. But they wasn't tired of just West Coast rap. So that's a myth. They were just tired of that style of rap. You know what I'm saying? So, so just give y'all a little background of why that, somebody Lam Law said that. You got me fired up on that one. um let's see what's up. Let's see what's flowing. Control. What's up? What's up? Let's see. Let's I see what's flowing, something like that. What's your name? I guess. And we got wellness with Frugal Mama in the building. Out of Fort Worth, Texas in the building. Pull up to a channel. What's up, Frugal Mama? You know what I'm saying? I would do the dance, but I got so many comments. Diddy, Uncle, where is your hair? Diddy problem. I wish I had some hair. If only I had some hair. If I had some hair, I'll have more ladies. People don't trust people with bald heads. They think we cops off the top. Then I got glasses I can't see, so I look like I'm Star Trek. I'll only attract a certain type of woman now. I only attract a certain type of woman. You know what I'm saying? You got like a bald head with glasses type of look. And most women they want to do with hair and a beard. And that's a new thing. With especially the beard, they want you to have a big ass Rick Ross beard and all this. I can't. And I'm just. I don't want to do it. I've said I was going to do it. I just don't want to. I don't want to take care of my. Of that's you got to take care of it. Even hair now. I'm so lucky. I can just shave it, jump in the shower, shave, and I'm good. Anyway, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just so distracted. She was groomed. You talking about Capricorn? Or you talking about Cassie? Uh, maybe. Hey, that might be a good theory if you're saying what I'm thinking. What you're trying to say, wellness frugal mama with Capricorn. Maybe she was groomed under Suge Knight theory how the music business was, and then by the time she got to Diddy, she already knew what the how to work around the industry and get groomed. So you might be on to something. You might be on to something. Maybe she was groomed by Suge, and then she knew not to say too much, be docile when the boss is talking, and so she felt like she could deal with Diddy. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're dealing with people that's directly in, man, yeah, man, they talk to people crazy a lot of times. They got a lot of pressure on they got a lot of they employ a lot of people. It's a lot of pressure, man. It's not easy to be the boss, bro, and keep a calm demeanor all the time. So maybe she was groomed, and then by the time she got to Diddy, she was ready to work for him. But I still don't understand why either one would work with each other. That's the dynamic of how it started. I gotta be real. It's weird. That shit is weird. I just gotta keep it real, bro. Like I love her testimony, whatever, but I just don't understand how they even was even how they even started. Like that's crazy. And then would keep going back to the dude after he was breaking you, after he kept you in a lie detector and all this stuff for 5 days. It's a lot of stuff she said, y'all. I'm on the freeway in my truck. I can't really look at the screen on my phone that good, so I can just say your Cash App out loud, so I could type it in my phone. Okay, it's Don Neezy, Donneezee 75. It's my name with 75. It's the dollar sign, my name 75. That's my Cash App, baby. Not you, not just saying, that everybody out there. Just facts. Proven arson in court usually involves combination of physical evidence, expert testimony, witness statements, circumstances. I think the government will fully prove this charge. Yeah, they supposed to have a LA Fire Department person expert talk and a LA police officer or whatever talk about arson with the Kid Cudi arson charge of what Diddy allegedly setting Kid Cudi's Porsche on fire. You're absolutely right. That's what's gonna happen today. Allegedly, that's what I'm hearing. BC Ethan, you ever do a Diddy party? Not a Diddy after party. You know what I'm saying? Not that type of party. Not no white parties. Not no damn. Never been to no white parties. Never been to no the after freak off party with Diddy. But I've been into one industry party that Diddy was at. I can't even say it was a Diddy industry, but if Diddy's at it, I bet you he was. You know, it's basically he was one of the top people there. It was called Unique Distribution Party. I never forget it. It was in New York City, of course, out there in Manhattan, whatever. And Biggie was there. I always tell the story. Biggie was for there. Total was there. Faith was performing actually. And I seen Diddy like walking around. You know what I'm saying? But I never like met him. I just seen him in passing all the time. That's why Diddy would not choose you. You have yeah, Michael Mirabel. Yeah, I ain't giving up them cakes, man. Calvin said, "Free Diddy." You look like my mom, Middle September. Okay, Cruz Peter. I would have to took the 5 years. Yeah, man, just give me 5 years. Diddy, if he would have been, if he was offered 5 years or 10, 5 to 10, take it, Diddy, man, because I wouldn't risk my life doing life behind this stuff, man. You don't know what the jurors is thinking, you know. Diddy said, "Uncle, why you add my picture?" Diddy in the chat, right, right. I see him, Cruz. Ferris Bueller. I'm from Ingu. Shout out to Ingu. Diddy, Cruz said, Diddy, you should have took the 5 years. You overcooked. That's what he said. Good morning, positive vibes, Lois Cox. You know what I'm saying? Forrest Bueller, you most definitely 12. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am. I do top flight security. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna tell y'all that I do security. So if you feel scared that I'm 12, oh well, but I'm not. Um, Ben Day H over. I'm cool. Suge Knight, brother. Nah. Ball, that's a baby, right? You look like a detective Kojak. Hey man, that's why people be looking at me weird when they first meet me. They're like, you ain't got no tattoos, you ain't got no tickets, no warrants, you ain't got no felonies, you ain't got no criminal record. He was like a hard rapper. That was crazy days. Yeah, so and then y'all gotta remember, I ain't gonna tell them myself, but just give y'all a little, you know. I'm glad y'all see me as a cop and as a nerd. That's good. You know what I'm saying? But to just say things can get expunged from your record, just put that out there. Kelvin Griff. I love that dance, man. You got to do the dance. Bless morning, my brother. Shout out to y'all. Michael Maribel, is fear and pimping. Why do prostitutes go back to pimps? It's true, man. I think so. You're right, Michael Mirabel. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kelvin Griffith. Shout out to Deb F. Diddy needs to go for life. Damn, man. Hey, if he gets life, that's karma from all the stuff in the past, man. Because everybody trying to tell him to cut a deal and he won't do it for some reason. If you was at a party with Diddy, he wanted those cheeks. You were targeted. If you was at a party with Diddy, he wanted those cheeks. You was targeted. Nah, man. Hey. I never had a conversation with him. I see him in passing in multiple cities back in the days. And thank God, you know what I'm saying? Because I probably would have smoked with him. I probably would have drank with him back then. And you know what I'm saying? And probably would have smashed some women with him. You know what I'm saying? That was just how, things was going down back then. So the industry was wild. Orgies is real. You know what I'm saying? Freak offs with it with the stuff he said. Woo, somebody gave me $15. Woo! Shout out to somebody gave me 15 in the damn cash app. Woo! Shout out to whoever did. I can't go back and look because it'll mess up the live. I'm on my phone. Damn. I wish I could see who sent that. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for that $1,500. It was 1,500. Yeah. I heard Diddy and Obama had a thing for a while. I don't know how it's chilling, but somebody testified that when they would drop off the rugs, I can't remember who testimony was it, that sometimes Obama would be around. So I don't know, man. I don't know. We hanging out Friday or what? Yeah, Friday night lives. Pull up 5 p.m. West Coast time. I do. That's the only time I do prime time American live. At 5 p.m. on Fridays. You know what I'm saying? West Coast time, and then 8 p.m. East Coast time, and then I'll go live Monday through Friday, every day East Coast time at 7 a.m. East Coast time, and then you do the subtraction. West Coast time is, like 7 a.m. I'm sorry, 4:45 a.m., 6:45 Central time, and 7:45 a.m. East Coast time. You know what I mean? Anyway, Mr. 8, you went to the red room. Nah, I didn't get that far in, man. Mr. 8 free dick. I didn't get that far, bro. I was at a regular industry party with I told you it was more people there, of course. You know. You went to the red room. Nah, I ain't go to that red room. Mr. 8, you was at the party. Probably, probably Cruz was in the mask. Y'all bragging on each other. All right, all right, all right. Ice T is next. That's what Michael Mirabelle said. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, because he got that woman, that one woman he had a baby by. I don't know, man. Sit down, sir. I am. You got baby oil. All right, let's get to the baby oil part. Let's get to the baby oil part. We didn't talk about the baby oil part of how she said she was setting up the rooms according to her testimony. Let me see. Let me get a picture of her of Capricorn, and I'm gonna let Elizabeth Milner talk about it. Just give y'all a breakdown of how she said she was basically setting up the rooms, bro. This lady said she was setting up the rooms, man. Let me get to that clip. To Elizabeth breaks it down. Shout out to Elizabeth. She breaks it down for all y'all real quick. Listen to this. This is crazy.
Watch this. She gonna talk about back in 2004 that she was setting up rooms. So this part is deep. Now this is the only part I probably raised my eyebrow like she might be telling the truth. Or is her testimony about her keep going back make you skeptical? It depends how you see it. Here we go. Fair use.
Surprisingly, Capricorn Clark wasn't even mentioned in Cassie's lawsuit, something that she had testified to today. But she was explaining that around this time frame, December of 2023,
fair use.
that's when she was, I couldn't tell if she was upset about the lawsuit, emotional.
Or am I wrong time slot? Maybe I'm at the wrong one. My bad. My bad. I'm at the wrong one. I got another clip. And it's louder too. Here we. Is this it? Isn't one? Is this it? No, that's not it. Oh, this is 17. This one's at 17 minutes. Yeah, here we go. This is the one I wanted. Here we go. Fair use. This is the one I wanted. She gonna talk about it. Listen, real
like
close.
A lot of the other assistants go that have testified so far, including David James and George Kaplan as well. That Capricorn Clark's one of her many duties was to set up hotel rooms, and even just thinking about this.
Wow. So that's crazy, right? So she is collaborating. This is like the second or third person talking about they would set up the rooms. Cassie said she would set up the room sometime. George Kaplan said he would set up the room sometime. And then she's saying this is back in 2004 that she was setting up rooms. Before Cassie. Listen, it ain't me. Listen, fair use.
Right, Jesse? It's from 2004 to 2006. So this was before the Cassie relationship that she was still required to set up these hotels. She said that she would unpack a camera box. This camera box had a camera, lube, baby oil in it. It had
lube, baby oil on it. What did it say? A camera box had a camera, lube, baby oil. So this dude had a fascination with baby oil back in the early 2000s, bro. This baby oil phenomenon, I don't get it, bro. Wow, he had a fascination of baby oil back in 2004, bro. Now, I believe this testimony of her.
She said that she had to unpack Diddy's clothes, his shoes, a toiletry bag. Which the toiletry bag was that Louis Vuitton bag that allegedly had drugs inside of it. She said there were drugs like ecstasy inside this bag.
Wow.
Still the same old trick.
Same old stuff. Damn. And then we seen what they caught either at the hotel or at the Miami raid. I get confused what pictures are from the raid and which raid. I don't know. if it's the Miami raid or it's the hotel, but we seen the picture of all the rugs and all and the eye drops and the money and all that and the blue lights and all that stuff. We seen it. X toys, heels.
Tricks, it seems like, too, from just booking these hotel stays, that if it was one of Diddy's
Booking the hotels, same thing. Just imagine you hear a juror, you hear this, you're like, damn, it's the second, third time I'm hearing about baby oil. Not baby oil been all through the trial. So that the baby oil been from the beginning to now, dude. You can't talk about this trial without saying baby oil. Fair use.
girlfriends, because again, this was before Cassie Ventura, that the name for the girlfriend would be Jackie Star, same alias that was used by Cassie.
Wow. So she's saying an alias of Jackie Star was used back in the day. So this is two different eras, but the same thing, setting up the room, setting up aliases names. The same aliases names of Jackie Star was used for all other women and for Cassie sometime. God dang. Wow. Fair use.
She explained that as far as the names for the hotel reservations for Diddy specifically, she said that those could be either Frank Black, they could be
Frank Black. We already seen the damn prescriptions with the name Frank Black on it. Damn, y'all.
White. She even
Frank
said that
White.
during some of these hotel stays that he being Diddy, would stay at the hotel with Kim Porter, and this would be something that would.
Wow. R.I.P. to Kim Porter. She talking about Diddy's kids that's Christian, King Combs' mom, and the twins' mom. Those the three kids with Kim Porter. And she said that she basically saying it was freak offs back then with Kim Porter. If you listen in between the windows, listen to this. Rewind just a little bit. Listen to this. Listen what she says. Fair use.
That the name for the girlfriend would be Jackie Star, same alias that was used by Cassie. She explained that as far as the names for the hotel reservations for Diddy specifically, she said that those could be either Frank Black, they could be Frank White. She even said that during some of these hotel stays that he being Diddy would stay at the hotel with Kim Porter, and this would be something that would happen at least once a week. But there were other girlfriends who would
at least once a week, and it was other girlfriends. God, that dude Diddy was been wild. Talking about he just became wild. He been wild. He been wild, allegedly.
The hotel, too, and then even in the aftermath of everything, Jesse, it's kind of that same old thing where she would pack up all of his stuff and clean up after him. And
wow, we heard that with George Kaplan. George Kaplan, one of his ex-workers, set up the hotels with the wax and the baby oil and the sheets and linens and all the lights and cameras and wow, man. And would clean up afterwards. What a coincidence. So all these people are conspiring. They got the same damn story on that one.
What was kind of on the walls and kind of the stickier stuff that's found inside these hotel rooms, it was baby oil. So it was interesting kind of hearing that even before the Cassie Ventura relationship goes, that Capricorn Clark was essentially doing the same type of responsibilities that other assistants did while Diddy was with Cassie, even after the fact.
Right.
Wow.
Well, listen, we have a lot to break down.
Yeah, it's a lot to break down. She said a lot. She said she did a 5-hour interrogation, 5 days. And each day was like damn near all day, like 8 hours at least. And her testimony was crazy, man. He said if you didn't pass this lie detector, he was gonna throw her into the East River, allegedly. Let me get to y'all comments real quick before I go. Viv says, as for why we believe the music mogul has such a large store of baby oil begin with, he has a big house and buys in bulk. Okay, while it may seem like a good option for reducing friction, it can actually increase the risk of infections, STIs, pregnancies. Additionally, baby oil can damage latex condoms. And if you remember, Viv, um, Diddy told, according to Daniel Phillips, not to wear condoms. You know, so you might have a point right there. You know what I'm saying? But it was something in that. I believe it was something in that baby oil. Um, I don't know. Pimp C posed Diddy and Jay Z. They deleted Pimp C. I don't know. We wish we can hear the interview that Angie did with Pop years ago. Yeah, they won't put it out, Andrew, for some reason. She won't put it out. Michael Maribel says Diddy has the house in Virginia. I don't know, but we shall get to the medical record soon, man. You know what I'm saying? Diddy, Dead F said Diddy had a small diddler. According to that lady, she said, some lady that sued, she said that he had a Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll to the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the right, to the right, to the right. Now dip. Yeah, oh yeah. Lois Cox giving me the signal. Take care, everyone. Let me give shout outs to everybody. Shout out to Steve Christian, Diddy Oil, man. The Diddy Oil is no good, man. Allegedly, that Diddy Oil, man. Well, it's no allegedly. We seen the pictures, we seen the video, we seen the testimony of multiple people talk about baby oil. Even the dancer, Daniel Phillips, he said they started. Oh no, was it? I get confused. He said it with the baby oil. They did it with baby oil, but the meat freezer dude, the Punisher, said they was rubbing on baby oil at first. They didn't even have X at first. They was just rubbing Bubby. He just wanted to create a scene. Baby oil, baby oil. Everybody is all about baby oil, bro. Like it's crazy. Shout out to Kevin Griffith. He did play in Maddie. Yeah. Shout out to Showtime 0769. I wonder what was said during the interview with Pac. Me too. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to DF. Thank you. So how you're hilarious. Shout out to Christian Kings at Diddy Oil. Chris Brown is in here. And what the duck? What works? What would be in the baby oil? What's in the eye drops that they found? In one of the raids, which had MDA, MA, which is ecstasy, and ketamine. I think they sprinkled it, allegedly. He sprinkled it into the baby oil. You know what I'm saying? 2 drops, maybe 1 drop, you know what I'm saying? In the drinks, allegedly. Why else would you have stuff in the damn eye drops, man? Shout out to Michael Maribel. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Viv. Shout out to Lois Cox out of New Jersey. Yeah. Shout out to Cruz Peter. Shout out to Mr. 8. Shout out to Laura Lindy. What's up, Laura Lindy? I didn't see you. Shout out to House Chillin'. Shout out to Ben A.H. 41419. Oh, shout out to Ferris Bueller. Bueller. He's sick. My cousin, uncle, nephew said. Anyway, shout out to Wellness with Frugal Mama out of Fort Worth, Texas, in the building. Yeah. Shout out to Mylan September. Shout out to Calvin, shout out to BC Ethan, shout out to Just Facts, shout out to Personal Protection, shout out to Diddy, and Diddy's in the building, they said in the chat, I don't know. Shout out to What's Flowing. Let's see what I flowing, I don't know. Shout out to Lamal, _19, shout out to IDRK. Shout out to sorry about that. Shout out to Poet. Shout out to Disorderly Conduct. Shout out to Jahad. Shout out to Q Perk 76. Pull up to his channel. Q Perk 76. Pull up to his channel. Pull up to Runner's Frugal Mama channel. Pull up to what's up, Don Dada in the thing. Shout out to Ronald McKay. Shout out to Relaxing Rains. Sorry about that. Damn. Shout out to GIK. Shout out to Lois Cox out of New Jersey. Shout out to everybody in the business. Shout out to James Owens. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Diesel Strong. Shout out to Antonio Lofton. And shout out to everybody in the bushes. I wish I can shout out and read everybody comment and more what y'all saying. All his handlers need to be brought up on charges. Yeah, I agree, man. And that's why they got this RICO. But the thing is, his handlers is all flipping on him allegedly, and that's why he's the only one I believe on the RICO. I believe Cassie was a co-conspirator. I believe Christina Korn was a co-conspirator. I believe even what's her name? Her right here. She was a co-conspirator. Capricorn Clark. George Kaplan was a co-conspirator, and that dude David James. I think everybody that worked for him, security, D-Rock, and all them, and Uncle Paulie, and all them, allegedly, these are all to me a part of the Diddy squad that helped, facilitate these freak offs and turned their head when they seen assaults going on allegedly. Where we seen the bruises with Cassie, and you heard multiple witnesses saying they seen Cassie get the beats on her. Even she said she seen Cassie get the beats on her. It's a lot with her, bro. She said a lot, man. I can't even cover it. It's a whole hour and I can't even cover it, y'all. Anyway, I gotta go. Make sure you pull up Monday through Friday. Shout out Don, shout out Andrew, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all pull up on me Monday through Friday, 4:45 a.m. West Coast time, 6:45 a.m. Central time, and 7:45 East Coast time, Monday through Friday. Pull up on your boy. Like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, make sure it says all. Check me out on all your social media platforms. I love y'all. Lois Cox said, peace out. Michael Maribel says, shimmy it out, bro. Friday, we in there like booty head. Yeah, no Diddy. No Diddy. Bad boy. And mwah, mwah, to all the ladies. And the single ladies, you get the leggy. Pow, pow. Pow, pow, pow. And the homies, you get the pow. Poop, poop, poop. Uppercut. Damn, another assistant is talking about setting up the baby oil, and Suge Knight name is throughout the trial. Man, they need to just subpoena Suge to this trial. All right, y'all, I love y'all. Yay, yay, baby.